Hello again, lovely people. I'm back. So, after what I considered a disastrous first video, I've come back to do another one. So the pages that we made in the first one finished off a journal, of which there'll be a flip through, and now I need to make some tags to finish off a second journal. Again, I'm going to use Run to the Car Until Death Do Us Part, from Dash of Dave, and I printed these ones in black and white because the journal that I've made, or that has been made for quite a while, is mainly black and white. So this is kind of going to be a speed crafting. I've got an hour to try and make as many tags as I can. So I've got lots of tag bases in various shades of white, black and grey. I have lots of die cut stuff. This is from a William Morris pattern called Acanthus, and I've die cut, well, I've fussy cut lots of bits of it so that can get used. What else we got? These are other bits. This is from a piece of pepin paper and it looks mushroomy, so I've fussy cut those. I have, excuse my arm, some stamped labels from something I've printed out, which is from an old book. Stamped labels on top of them. I have some black and white die cut, actual die cuts. I have lots of stamps. Hang on, dropping them everywhere. I have lots of frames. I just have a box of these. I buy stuff, like this came from a pad off Temu with lots of frames that you pulled apart. These are all just out of books and various bits and pieces, where I cut the frame out and keep them, put some acetate on them. Most of them have got stitch tape on the back of them so that they're pre-prepared. I have black and white labels. Hang on, making a mess already. I have a whole pile of Dave's words. I have some of the Till Death Do Us Part and Rotten to the Car already cut out and inked. What else do we have? There's no guarantee I'm going to use all of this, but some of it maybe. I've got a piece of collage paper from Mr. H, and I've got a piece of collage tissue paper that I made myself, stamped on. And then what else do we have? I've got a rub-on sheet. I have no idea where this came from, but it's one of those. So we might use bits of that. And God, thread stuff everywhere. I have all these photographs now. These are from a book called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Made into film. I liked it, it was fun. But these pictures all appear in the book. And I found one for 20p in a charity shop, so all the little weird and wonderful pictures got cut out. So, there you go. First things first. Let's move this out of here. And let's get some tag bases on here. So, and these have all been cut to various sizes that I know fit on my, or fit in my journal in the pockets that I already have. So, let's have a play with these first. Pick some, and I am literally just trying to be quick about it and not overthink it too much, because I kind of like to get these done and out of the way, because in the next couple of days I have another project that I want to do, big project that I've been making prototypes for, and I'd kind of like to crack on with that if I can. Okay, so do the, and then, and this is speed crafting at its best, because I'm trying not to think about it, I'm trying to just crack on and do stuff, get it stuck down. Oh, put that under there because it's got a weird edge. There we go. And then hopefully That way maybe. Across there. Hopefully I'll have tags for my journal that I can finish. At the end of the week, excuse me, hitting my table. At the end of the week, I want to do a flip through I've got, this will be the completion of the 3rd Halloween journal. And then the big project I want to do, which I'm quite excited about, because I've been making prototypes all day long. And it's not something I've seen before, so I'm quite excited about it. So that's going to be the 4th. So by the time Halloween arrives on the 31st, there will be 4 journals to flip through. That's the plan. So let's find something to grab, paper or something to glue on, and let's glue some stuff. So start with this, and like I said, try not to overthink it, because I just want to get these done. This is a journal that's been made for a long time, and sat there but not decorated, so I just want to fill its pockets, get it done. That's my plan. I hope everybody's well. Thank you for the nice comments from the people that watched my first video, which I describe as a car crash. It had been literally just short of 2 years since I'd made a video, and it was weirdly nerve-wracking, and so it didn't feel like it was natural. I didn't feel like I was happy. I didn't feel like I was in the zone particularly, but people have been very nice about it, so I do appreciate that, and I appreciate people watching. So because now that I'm getting back into the swing of it, sort of, I do feel like there's got a lot more to show you. Now, I used to bring out videos on quite a regular basis, and when I moved house, one of the things that I did find were lots of plastic envelopes, like storage envelope thingies, that I had put things in specific orders to make videos, and so they're all still sat there. So all those plans for various videos that I might have wanted to make are all still sat there, so I've been working through them bit by bit, and a lot of them are still videos that I'd quite like to have a go at making. So these are all backed with it's quite funny. These are all backed with waiters pads from a hotel, which keep getting left lying around at my friend Dave's house. So he's got hundreds of them, and so I decided that I would put them to good use. Let's put that on there. Hopefully my head didn't just disappear under the camera. Okay, do this one. This one first. So like I said, I'm trying not to turn around. Try not to overthink it too much. I spent a lot of time building little piles of things because I knew what I wanted it to look like ish. I had a vision, a picture in my head of all the things it needed to be, and so prepping for it took longer than hopefully the actual making of it. And I do love these little people in his. Oh no! I wanted to put that underneath, didn't I? Rotten to the core until death do us part, or till death. Yeah, that one. I think they're rather fabulous. And like I said, if you watch my last video, I had them all printed out the colour they appear in the digital. I haven't backed this one yet, but we'll get there. In this one, I printed them in black and white. My printers were still waiting to be fixed, my big behemoth of a printer. And one day it will get fixed, but Dave lent me a very small printer that hadn't been used for a very long time. And when I first printed, it gave me a very weird colour because it had no yellow. No. When I first printed, it came out black and white, which inspired this because there was no colour left in it. The clean the print heads, changed the ink, all that sort of stuff. And the second lot I got out of it, look, I've got some labels. The second lot that I got out of it were a kind of pinky purpley colour, which had been used in another project because the yellow part of the design hadn't come through. I've got some stamps as well. What have we got? It might help if I put my glasses on. Bear with. That's better. I can actually see stuff. I've forgotten what I was saying now. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the second lot came out, and the yellow nozzle head hadn't cleaned, and so maybe that and that. And so they were very pinky purpley, but they still got used. And then of course I finally managed to get the heads cleaned and printed them out the right colour. So it's just given me a lot of variations of stuff to play with, but I figured out after I'd done this, not just that the heads needed cleaning, but if you, I've got word right, if you, maybe, I'm going to cut that in half. If you take the colour cartridge out of your ink, out of your printer, sorry, bear with, I'm just thinking. I'm trying not to overthink, and already I've started. I'm going to put that on that. I'm going to put that on. No. What was I saying? Yeah, if you take the colour cartridge out, then it will automatically print black and white. Because what I didn't realise is, obviously because I don't do technology ever, if you try to print in black and white when you've got no colour cartridge in, I'm just going to crinkle that a bit. Now, oh, there we go. So you can still read it, but and I've got glue on my arm now. What am I saying? Oh yeah, if you try to print black and white on a normal printer, it does actually use the colour strangely. I don't really know why. So it tells you that it can't do it. But if you take the colour ink cartridge out completely, so there's no cartridge in it, at least on this printer, it prints black and white, like these did. Oh, page sticking, but hey, helps with grunginess. Let's squish that one in the middle. Take a bit of that off so you can still read it. There we go. Yeah, sticky fingers, that took like 2 minutes to get sticky fingers. Turn that again. Find a non-gluey bit. I'm not showing you me gluing. I'm not showing you me gluing. I'm trying to stay in frame, but I don't think you need to see me gluing. Really, realistically, I think people know how to use a glue stick. I am pulling up lots of bits of paper, and I'm kind of not going to worry too much because it just adds to it all. Right, I'm going to just cut this down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a bit more. Take some off the bottom as well. Let me do that. We'll start a new piece now. Here we go. And that. It's going to go. That's that one. And then, might do the same with this, just have a nice big black box. But then it gives you options, doesn't it? You can either have a big chunky black box for the word, or you can make a very uneven smaller box. Let's do those. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Just crinkle a little bit. Do that. And there we go. And I'm going to call those three done. Put them on there. This is speed crafting. So get some more. See what else we've got. Got that one. Got that one. That one. Oh, get rid of that. Don't need that. So this one I coloured myself. Can't remember when and how. Black pen and something red over the top of it. These are from a physical printed something that I bought off. Where'd my sheet of pictures go? Here we go. That I bought off good old Create and Craft back in the day. So I'm going to take this one. I've got lots of frames, and I'm going to get some of the. Oh, we'll do that one. Got to pick them on. Let's do that. In fact, excuse me, let's do this, because then I might get more out of it. So, I'm going to put this one on the top one. Ooh. So yeah, my first video, people have been very kind about it. They have. I wasn't as kind about it myself, but it felt very like a car crash. And like I said, 2 years away from doing it. Lots of changes, different life, different person in some respects. So it was very nice to have some comments that were very, very positive. And I did for a long time afterwards. Well, yeah, for quite a bit afterwards. I did sit and consider deleting it, but no, I talked myself out of it, and I just thought at the end of the day I could look back on it in however long, another 2 years, and go, oh my god, that's how you started back at this, that's how terrible you were, even though what you made was you were pleased with. The incoherent babbling was not so pleasing, shall we say. Right, I'm going to put this one on here, and this one's quite delicate, only in that I want it to be straightish. There we go. And then let's see if I can get my knife down between that. Now I might just be out of shot, but bear with me. Oh, I just wanted to separate them. Like I said, I think I said in the last video, the difficult thing is getting back into that whole crafting at a distance. Instead of it being right under your nose and in front of you where you can see everything that's going on. And it's just practice at the end of the day, but I'll get back there, I am sure. This one is get rid of those. So this is like a race against time. I'm trying to see how many I can do. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy this journal, but it's been sat there a long time. I'd like it just to be done and finished. And when somebody's printed out in black and white and I realised then I could print them in black and white, it just seemed like the perfect opportunity. I've only, I think it's the third ever journal I've made that's black and white, and so it's quite, because we coffee dye everything and we grunge everything up with vintage photo and all that sort of thing, so it's quite an unusual thing to have a black and white one, I think, generally, for me anyway. I don't know about those. Don't know. Might come back to those. What else have I got? Should try this one this time. So yeah, this is a Pepin paper from, and anyone who knows about Pepin papers know that they have books and books of them and various different ones, and I believe, if I remember rightly, actually no, put the bigger one on there. This one was called 1900, Vienna 1900, I think is do we maybe we do. Take that off. I'm not convinced about those. They might have to go. They might have to go. I might have to. There we go. So, next. What else have we got? Let's have a look at labels. And these labels come from literally all over the place. Do you like a good label? And so, in fact, let's turn that down a bit. Let's put that up there. There we go. And so I do have a habit of, used to have a habit of buying lots of labels whenever I saw them. That one there. Okay. Bear with me while my brain kind of decides what it's doing. That's it, let's put that one there. And no, that'll do, I think, for now for those. Ooh, let's see what this one is. Ooh, let's have that one. It says toxic. Containing or being a poisonous material, especially when capable of causing death or serious debilitation. We like that. Ooh, I could probably give you a list. I didn't say that out loud. It's Halloween, don't worry. And then let's have a look at these. What have we got? I might put that there. Like that. Oh heck. Oh, I'm going to put that one on there. And if you look in the, oh actually, and that one can go on there. Underneath there somewhere. Okay, let's move those. If you look in the description box, all of Dev's links, my links, everything that you need are in there, so you can have a look at all his kits. He's got lots on Ko-fi, he's got lots on Instagram. No, Ko-fi, Etsy. We'll get there. So let's do this first. And this one's got a bit of white at top and bottom, so I'm probably going to have to trim top and bottom off a little bit. Little squeeze in there, so make sure you can still read it. And then the mister. Yeah, if you if you look at the description box underneath, we're going to need to change that glue page. If you look at the description box underneath, there are descriptions to his course of his Etsy, well, his link tree there. So if you look at his link tree, there are descriptions, there are links to his Etsy, his Ko-fi, his YouTube, and probably everything else, but those ones. Go and have a look, see what he does, see if you like it. Have a look at his channel, he makes some fab stuff. Subscribe to him and me, please, if you're watching and you're not subscribed. It does make a huge difference on YouTube, as I'm sure many people have said before, but it does, it really does. But yeah, if you subscribe to his channel, tell him I sent you. It's always good. There we go, and there's one. So use that one first. And this is good because then it's without a lot of thought, or no, not without a lot of thought, because I'm thinking about it. I'm already considering that. I'm starting to overthink it, but yeah. So condemned. And you do, like most crafters, most people that have any bit of artistic anything, and you look at what you do and you think, in those exact words. I don't know, I think it's one of those things. People are very nice about the things that you do, generally, but no one's ever satisfied with their own work. Everybody always looks at their own stuff and go, thank you, but don't they? Okay, so let's put that on there. Oh, and that on there. And we'll do this, and then I'll have a look afterwards and see if they need anything else, any of them, because I'm sure some of them will. There's that one. Let's do this one. And I find this is just a good way to stop overthinking things too much. I gave myself, I suppose, limited piles of stuff in the right colour palette, and I'm going to put that up to that side, and then went from there. Take that out, because then I can't, well no, that's not true, I can overthink it, but I don't have the bits and pieces to be able to overthink it too much. I just have what I have in front of me, and so if I can use them all up on the tags that I've got, I'm just going to put that up there for a minute. Glue everywhere. My hands are real sticky already. And then use up the bits that are on my desk. I will be happy. Okay, there we go. 3 more. Ta-da! Now, I'm just going to check how we're doing for time. Oh, 6 in half an hour. I don't think that's half bad. See, it's all about preparation. Oh, very thin one. Slightly thicker one. There we go. Let's go with those. Lighting's the right way up. There we go. And yeah. These are from the kit I was talking about, the pre-printed kit that came off. That came from Craigcraft many years ago, which is amazing. One of the upsides of moving house, and that one, is that it's the stuff that you find. Like I found stuff that in the bottom of boxes that I I'd completely forgotten that I had, which was interesting. Or maybe will he fit? Will if we do that? Yeah, stuff that I didn't even realise I had anymore. And I was like, oh, where'd that come from? So, and then let's have that one. That single one. I've used them all. No, that one. Oh, now I'm going to use that one on there. I'm going to use that one on there. Just cause. No other reason. And then, let's see what we've got here. Excuse my arm. There's a lot of arm, I noticed. I've got some die cut batteries. And these were cut out for another project. And they were all cut out of craft. And I just sat and pounded them all with backing pad. So now they're black. Put that one. A couple of those. Got an ickle. Okay, little things. Ickle leaf. Got another ickle leaf. Got some punched holes. Might do something with ickle leaf, punched hole, and they're just punched out of an offcut of a 12 by 12. And then that, well, skeleton's gone there because they're skeletons. Not sure if that's going to fit, but we'll try and get it actually now. Put that one on that one. Put a little one on there. There we go. And then let's have a look and see what else. Should we throw the works at it? No, that's not. No, that's not. So, let's see if we've got any words. Who looks dodgy? He looks dodgy. Who looks outlandish? They look outlandish. And what? That was easy, wasn't it? See? If you don't think about it too much. Are we going to go with that? Yeah, so let's move those out. Let's put him on. Kind of an ungluey bit of gluiness. I am literally just using a glue stick through all of this. Let's go up now with these. Oh, let's put there we go, that's that one. And we might glue on one side and black on the other, so glue the right side. Look, this is why I'm so sticky. No, that way. That way. And then picture of him in his life here. Let's do that. Let's go down there. Make sure that edge is stuck down. And then I'm going to glue the paper as opposed to this, because otherwise do that one that way. Let's glue one that way. Otherwise it rips up my glue stick because it's full of holes. It's a die cut and it's full of holes. And my hand's so sticky that nothing wants to stick now. And then I'm going to put a label to secure it in place. Like, you're only going to see a bit of the label because I'm going to trim this down so you're going to only see bits of stuff. Do we want a bit of a canvas? Which anyone that knows me, yeah, we do. Is my favourite William Morris pattern, and I love William Morris. Put that on there and have it go in like that. And then, oops, now the ball's going to be as sticky as my fingers. Then I'm going to trim it down. You see, speed crafting, it's all in the preparation. See how many we can get done in an hour, or in almost an hour. I'll stop at about 45 minutes. And then we can have a look. Plus by then I'll be stuck to everything. There we go. That's that one. Okay. I'll do this one. Got bits everywhere. The gentlemen, whatever they're doing first. And like I said, this came from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I enjoyed the film. It obviously didn't do very well because it's not made the others, because there are 3 books, but the books are really good. Once upon a time, I read them, and I have got 3 of them as a set in hardback, put away somewhere for when I finally put up bookshelves in my living room and they can go out. But this one came from a charity shop and it seemed meant to be because it only cost me 20p. So I'm going to put that there. I'll leave that end up because it needs something in there, which is probably going to be a bit of my fave. Maybe that. No. Unless it goes that way. No. Unless you got see. This where the overthinking starts because it don't look right. Yeah, bear with. Maybe that one. Maybe not. Oh dear. See, what did I say about overthinking? Don't do it. That one. And hopefully it will result in a whole pile of tags that just look like they're part of the set but slightly different. So about that, I'm going to hang it over that edge and do that so you can just see a bit of it. There we go, that makes me happy. And then I'm gonna hit that and that. So I'm going to do this with my sticky fingers. That's it. There we go. Oh, look at that. Gonna put that over the middle. Yeah, very sticky fingers now. Come on. Take that off. And I will back this one. So that it can be written up. Okay, there's another one. And then let's do this. And then we better check the time, see how we're doing. Right, another non-gluey bit. There we go. I think he looks dodgy, don't you? There we go. One dodgy man. So if that's bigger than that, do I need? What have we got? Hang on, bear with. That. Oh yeah, we're going to do that. I don't know, like I said, I'm gluing off screen just to the side. Number one, lack of space. Number two, you know what a glue stick is. And this is a definite glue stick project. Okay, so do that. There we go, a layering. And what else we got? But boom. Let's see. I'm trying to remember not to reach over. What have I got? Ooh. Actually, could put a bit of colour on it because there are some colours. In fact, just to be different, there are some colours in the journal. It's mainly black and white, but there are a couple of pages that have kind of this spray of colour. And that's an offcut. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to put the skeleton thing. Down now. And then we shall sticky everything now. Scissors are not going to work, my fingers are not going to work, everything is covered in glue. That's the only downside of glue stick. But I've used these glue sticks, and they're just a supermarket brand glue stick. I've used the same one in all the years I've been doing this, both on and off camera, so best part of 11 years now. I never had a problem with it, and they're all still stuck. Ta-da! 3 more. Right, let's take turn. Oh, we have to call it in. I'm trying not to go over now. So we've got these 3. Oh, and these 3. And these 3. Oh, we didn't trim that one, but we will now. So that's 9 tags in my journey to finish this journal, which will have flipped through at the end of the week. Put that on. I'm sticky as I don't know what. There you go. What do we think? I hope you like. I hope that wasn't too bad. Hopefully it didn't feel as bad as the last one, so I'm hoping it don't sound as bad, and that we're going in the right direction. So I will say, now that this one's out of the way and I can get this journal filled with tags and stuff, I'll do all the corners. I'll make sure they're all backed. Some of them might get a bit of an odd something else on them. You will see when the flip through comes, because there will be a flip through. And then next video I'm going to start something completely new for Halloween still. I'm going to make a journal, a whole journal, completely out of craft envelopes in various shapes and sizes. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And the other thing, I did say in my first video, and then completely forgot until I watched it back, that I would show you a Christmas colour that I've been sat selling. So I'll show you that quickly before we go, because Christmas is coming, people. So I'm going to make one Christmas journal, which is a retro Christmas journal. This is a piece of English paste piecing. It's now stuck on a, shall we say, a small, if you're British you'll know what that is. It's a paper bag basically from a clothes shop or small department store, because they do homewares and stuff like that, sort of department store. But this was a piece of English paper piecing that I used to teach adult education for a charity, and used to sit for hours just doing English paper piecing. And you can still see all the little black stitch lines are still in there. And all I've done is took it to a bag and then zigzag stitched over it with my sewing machine. So that, decorated, but that's going to be a Christmas cover. So I did promise I'd show you that, so there you go. But we're still doing Halloween. And that's it. That's today's video concluded. I hope you liked that. If you did, please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe, do all the things, because I'm on a itty bitty little channel, and I'd like to get a bit bigger. And that's all for now, folks. Thank you very much for the comments from the first video. I know it was a car crash, even if people have been very nice about it. And even if it doesn't show too much, it felt like a car crash. This one, hopefully, doesn't feel as bad. I feel a bit more getting back into my stride. Hopefully. Let me know. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.